judges, teachers, and friends. Today, I want to tell you a story about a boy named Sammy. Sammy was a bright boy, but he had one very bad habit. Whenever his mother asked him to do something, Sammy would smile, look up from his comic book or video game, and say just one word, later. Sammy, please clean your room. Late, Mom. Sammy, pack your school bag for tomorrow. Late, Mom. To Sammy, later was the best word in the dictionary, but he was about to learn that later can sometimes turn into too late. One sunny afternoon, Sammy came home from school with a bright yellow piece of paper in his hand. It was an invitation to the Grand School picnic at the Adventure Theme Park. The picnic was happening the very next morning. His mother looked at the slip. Sammy, this is wonderful, but look here. It says the deadline to submit the permission slip and the interview is exactly at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at the school gate. No exception. I know, Mom. Can you sign in and give me the money? Sammy asked. His mom signed the paper, handed him the money, and said, "Put it straight into your school bag right now, Sammy." John said. Sammy looked at his Xbox. He looked at the paper, and what do you think he said? "That's right. Later, Mom. The game is loading." He tossed the permission slip and the money onto the kitchen table and ran to play. That evening, a little blue bird named Pip flew through the open kitchen window. Pip loved shiny things. He saw the crisp dollar bills and the bright yellow paper on the table. "Ooh, shiny and bright! Perfect for my nest!" Pip chirped. With a quick snap of his beak, Pip grabbed the yellow paper and the money and flew right out the window, up into the toy oak tree in the backyard. Sammy was playing his video game in the next room, heard nothing. At 9 p.m., Mom said, "Sammy, did you pack your bag?" "Later, Mom. I'm brushing my teeth." At 10 p.m., Sammy went straight to sleep. He completely forgot. The next morning, the sun rose and Sammy woke up full of excitement. "Today is picnic day!" he cheered. He rushed to the kitchen table to grab his permission slip. He looked left, he looked right, he looked under the table. It was gone. "Mom, where's my yellow paper?" Sammy panicked. "I don't know, Sammy. I told you to pack it yesterday," Mom replied, worried. Sammy ran outside to the yard, looking everywhere. Suddenly, he heard a chirp above him. He looked up. There, high in the oak tree was Pip. The bird was happily waving the bright yellow paper into its nest. "Hey, drop that! That's my ticket to the theme park!" Sammy yelled, stomping his feet, but Pip just scribbled happily. Sammy looked at his watch. It was 7:45 a.m. The school bus was leaving in 15 minutes. There was no time to climb the tree. There was no time to get out of sleep. Sammy dropped to the grass as he heard the distance of the school bus. Tears rose down his cheeks. He had to stay home all day, imagining his friend riding the roller coaster. That evening, Sammy looked at his mother and said, "I'm sorry, Mom. If I had just packed my bag when you asked me to, the bird would have taken it." From that day on, Sammy banished the word later from his vocabulary. If something to do, he did it right away. My dear friends, the moral of the story is simple. Procrastination is the thief of time. Do not put off until tomorrow what you can do today, because later can easily become too late. Thank you.